Okay, should be live. Oh. Yep, there we go. Hello, hello. I'll be ready in a moment. That's not. Yep, would be echoing if I did that. That's set, and that's all ready to go. Oh, hello. And oh, okay, yep, something did jump in front of the screen, I think. But that might have been. Hello, Alexander. But welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV and Sorin's Journey. Apologies for there not being a stream on Saturday. That was... I'm not quite sure exactly what happened, but apparently Fortnite had an update that was too popular or something. Or in some way caused Epic servers to crash, which meant I couldn't get onto the Epic store. Because the part that stopped working in particular was the login authentication. And as Epic doesn't have an offline mode, I was locked out of Celeste, despite it being a offline single-player game. But, before we get into it, other good news, I do believe it's been confirmed that I will be moving next week. So, quite possibly, might be some missed streams in the near future. I'm hoping not, because I'm hoping to get my computer being one of the first things moved and set up. But also means should have more reliable internet, a better setup. So I might be able to start doing a bit more streaming, and they should be a bit higher quality. Not least of all because I will should have the internet capable to stream in full HD again, rather than 720, which I'm currently streaming in. But anyway, let's get on to it. The Shadow of Mhach, or Void Ark quests. I didn't know until I actually... because I like having the Final Fantasy XIV and then the name of the current part I'm in. I went to look it up, and because I'd always assumed it was just the Void Ark quests, that's what I've always known them as. Didn't realise they had a name. Shadow of Mhach. Let's have a wee look and get started, shall I? You okay there, sir? You're looking a bit... concerned. Oh, you have the look of a lad who's seen his fair share of trouble. I'm happy you'd be willing to help me with mine. I need a capable sort to head into the Sea of Clouds and track down my missing airship. I had to mortgage my soul to get that vessel built, so winning the contract to ferry supplies out to Cloudtop was a real weight off my mind. And it seems my luck ended there. My ship was due back in Ishgard bells ago, and I've been praying for a glimpse of her sails ever since. I can't help fearing the worst. And what if she's run afoul of sky pirates? My creditors will have their pounds of flesh. You think me foolish to fear piracy so far above the waves? Well, let me tell you that no honest merchant is safe now that airship production has, if you'll excuse the pun, taken off. Any scoundrel with a sack of coin and a vague sense of direction can terrorize the skies. Oh yes, this new breed of buccaneers like to paint themselves as dashing explorers, braving the unknown. The truth of their nature is right there in the name. Sky Pirates. Given off the chance, they'll strip your ship of every lost scrap of cargo and cry yar ha har as they launch you screaming over the rails. I've heard the stories. Please, you must make haste to Camp Cloudtop. That's where the shipment was bound. And inquire as to the fate of my poor ship. Oh, and my poor helmsman. Ask Guantramon. He'll know, if any man does. Of course, sir. Sea of Clouds. You know, a while since I've been out that direction. And finding a missing ship seems like fairly standard fare. Well, normally it's not something as big as an airship that's gone missing, but finding missing items seems to be a adventurer's bread and butter. Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for an airship supposed to make a delivery here. You haven't heard anything, have it? A supply airship has gone missing, you say? Well, that would certainly explain why our provisions are so late in arriving. I did, in fact, spy a vessel charting an erratic course northwards a short while ago. but as it seemed disinclined to make port here, I paid it little mind. Not the most compelling piece of evidence, I grant you, but I have witnessed naught else of interest. I suggest you investigate the landmass to the north. Rest assured, I'll send word if I spy any other sign of our own supply ship. Thank you, sir. Oh, that's something else that has happened, well. Sorin was able to get Biggs and Wedge to take parts of the cruise chaser out. He's got himself a new ride. Right, island to the north. Looking for something, I guess. No sign of any airships here. Wait, that's an airship. Seems safe enough. Oh, excuse me, bird. A little busy right now. Excuse me, sir, is everything okay here? We'll make some good coin for this haul, and we'll see if this fool is worth the ransom. Ransom? Sir? Are you okay? Aid! Aid, I say! These villains mean to plunder my cargo! What have we got here, then? You think you're some sort of hero, do you? I don't myself, but a few people do. I guess you could say I'm here to get in the way. Well then, you won't mind if me mates here join the fun. Make for a more heroic tale, wouldn't it? The tale of how 3 sky pirates fed a meddling little shite his own bloody eyes. I, don't think that's gonna... Mana cutter? What the... Oh gods, I know that ship! It's... Who? So you're the scrags who have been dragging our good name through the mud? You're Red Bill Leoford! We ain't done naught to you or yours. What do you want with us? Red Bill Leoford? I'd say I've heard of him, but the others certainly seem to have. I think I made my position pretty clear. You take on the mantle of Sky Pirate, and you agree to a certain code of conduct. And codes ain't worth much if folk go around breaking them. Frankly, lads, you're making us look bad. And we can't have that. No hard feelings, though, eh? Right. Pretty strict on rules, I see. Oh, thank you, Master Leoford. Thank you. I'm certain my master will wish to repay you. If your employer does business in Ishgard, he likely knows a merchant or two with tradesmen being associates. Tell him to say it's for Leoford, and any reward should reach me soon enough. As for you, adventurer, it ain't often someone beats me to the scene. But then I'd expect naught less from a hero such as yourself, Sorin. You know me? That is who you are, ain't it? I don't know too many other folk with one of them marvellous mana cutters the ironworks dreamed up. Well, yes, that is me. Well then, seems you've saved me the trouble of tracking you down. I've been hoping to have a word with you, you see. You had? What about? I'll put it to you straight. I need someone to help out with a little venture I have in mind. Someone used to taking a few risks. Now, this wouldn't be no black-hearted brigand's work, so don't go worrying yourself on that account. Unlike them thieving curs just now, I don't hold with robbing honest folk. For me, you see, the Sky Pirate's life is all about freedom. The freedom to go where you will, to find out what lies behind and beyond the next cloud. If you're interested in joining us on an adventure worthy of the name, then look for me standard in the northern reaches of the Blue Window. Someone will be waiting there to greet you. Right. An adventure worthy of the name, he says. That might be worth looking into. And if nothing else, it'll let me make sure that these other sky pirates aren't robbing people. Certainly didn't seem to have a problem with, well, executing his other pirates. Right. So, Northern Ireland, looking for a standard. Oh, that looks like a familiar ship. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I'm here. Well, a certain Red Bill Layford asked me to come here. That's far enough, stranger. You value your life. Tell me true. Did you stumble across this mark by chance, or are you here by invitation? Invitation, I believe. Yeah, then that would make it a hero the captain said to watch out for. Well met. Name's Stacia. Layford would call me his right-hand woman, but I feel more like his bloody nursemaid, God's truth be told. Anyway, my thanks to you for coming to air him out. If you'd follow me, I'll take you to Red Bill's nest. Right. Lead the way. They've got a... looks like a fairly serious operation going on here. This is... not even Camp Cloudtop seems quite so developed. Excuse me. Everything all right? I come to you in person and still you refuse my offer. Arrogant fool. On the subject of arrogance, Radlia, I bow to your superior knowledge. That's all the bowing you'll get from me. As I've told you a dozen times before, I ain't no one's lackey. Oh, but my dear Leoford, how else do you propose to survive an expedition into the ghost ship? I would fear for my life with naught but your feeble crewmates at my back. Well, I'd fear for my life with your mangly crew at my back, on account of him being murderous, untrustworthy bastards to a man. I thought you cleverer than this, Red Bill. No matter. I always get what I want in the end. It's merely a question of method. Hello. Now there's a face I've not seen before. You don't have the look of one of Leoford's little birds. He's a guest. You understand the concept, don't you? You know, when someone is invited, instead of just bursting through the door whenever she damn well pleases. Not a friend, I'm guessing? That was Radlia, captain of the Talons. She knows Leoford's the best sky pirate alive, and the fact he won't join her sticks in her craw. Right. Okay. I think I get it. You gonna let them talk to you like that, Captain? We should teach them Red Bill some respect. Patience. When all this is over, we shall see who rules the skies. This is quite a haul. And, okay, you have to be robbing someone to get this kind of stuff, right? Oh there, hero. I promise you high adventure, and high adventure you shall have. We plan to board the Sea of Clouds' very own ghost ship. A ghost ship, sir? Or what folk have been taken to call one, anyway. Every day for the past few weeks has brought with it a new sighting of the self-same vessel. A massive airship of queer design, adrift on the wind. In a curious lot, there are a few buccaneers who try to explore and blow decks. But not one of them has been seen since. And so, naturally, they're saying the ship is cursed. Well, haunted. Like I said, an honest-to-God's ghost ship. And you want my help? My guess is she's another relic left behind by the Allegans, but we won't know for sure until we've had ourselves a good poke around inside. And liberated whatever ancient treasure she's got mouldering away in her hold, of course. But before we set dividing up the spoils, we've got to find the damn thing. That's why we've been working on a special new device. Well, finding her will be the easy part. What we can't do without is a veteran explorer who ain't afraid to fling himself face first into the jaws of danger. Now, I know you're a gallant champion of the people and all, but strip away the fame and the glory, and I'll wager you're still an adventurer at heart. So what say you, Sorin? Fancy a plunge into the unknown at the side of the Red Bulls? I'm certainly up for that. Ghost ship is, well, it's an adventure. It's been a while since I've just an honest God's adventure. Not since I was still in Limser, I don't think. That's settled. Let's pay a visit to our crewmate, Utada. He's been working on a way to track the vessel. Right. As long as this ghost ship isn't actually populated. If we find out it's just a fancy ship, then I'm not sure I'd be okay with robbing them. Hello, Mom. Greetings. Name's Utada. I suppose you'd call me the Red Bull's Chief of Engineering. Griffin, Carpentry, Magitech. If it's part of an airship, I can fix it. Just don't expect to see me waving a cutlass and swinging over the rails. If there's fighting to be done, well, that's what we have you for. Right. Oh. I'd kind of figured that much. Not quite the expert at engineering myself. So what's the plan? Well met, ladies and gentleparts. Now that we appear to have our hero, I'm happy to report that we've overcome the last obstacle to boarding the ghost ship. Meaning your project is proceeding as planned? That it is, Captain. I knew this would be the perfect place to take readings. The scant amounts of background info make it easy to follow the derelict's trail. Ghost ship, as what Utada tells us, is a unique etheric signature. She's been building a device that can sniff out this particular spectral flavor and point us in the right direction. Hey, Mooney. I call it an ecto-compass. It's allowed me to collect some solid data on the vessel's movements and plot a reliable intercept course. No groping blindly through the clouds for us. All the ships are loaded and ready to fly. Just say the word, Captain. Utada, you'd best stay here out of harm's way. Keep an eye on them Aether trails, eh? Aye, Captain. Grab an unloaded treasure for me. Now, we got no way of knowing what's waiting for us on that cursed hulk. Sorin, so you'd best bring along a few mates which you know you can trust. Don't hurt to be too careful, seeing as how you'll be going in first and all. I did tell you you'd be going in first, didn't I? Well, you will. The rest of us will be guarding the rear, just in case Radley and her brood decide to stick their beaks in where they ain't wanted. Don't worry, she'll not get past us, so you can concentrate on carving a path into the ship's belly. Right, well, being at the Vanguard's where I guess I do best. An honest God's ghost ship. Oh ho ho! This is going to be an adventure and a half! Right. Well, I guess I should call up the Adventurers Guild then. See how many people I can get on board for this. Oof. Apparently, no. Well, I suppose it's a combination. Okay, I was hoping being DPS as in Alliance raids, I've tended, in my experience, was fairly quick. I was hoping that it would be a little better than that for the times. It is good. Ooh, that was actually something I've missed out on that I kind of planned to do. Was to set up a way to do the Lost City of Amdapor and Hard Amdapor Keep before doing the Void Arc. Oh well. No. Right. Estimate it's more than half-hour queue. What do in the meantime? I was going to go back to finish off the ARR Beast Tribe, the quest for them. I think I have been going. I've done got the Amalcia, I got the Kobolds and Sahagan. So I think it's just the Sylphs left. And the Exile, but the Exile is Disciple of Hand. Though the Sorin does have a bit of goldsmithing experience. Oh, okay, something's going on. People preparing Christmas events, I guess. It's a lot of people I'm asking for, so that might take a while. See what help I can be out here in the meantime. Oh no, I had started Sylph ones. It was actually out in Little Solace I was at, wasn't it? That's right. I've been leaving that researcher. There was a researcher or someone who needed help, right? I hope I haven't left him waiting too long. Excuse me, Alexio? About that, bumbling one. Walking one will truly go in search of bumbling one. This one thought walking one was making joke. Like at the time, this one stole bumbling one's undergarments. This one does not understand what walking one is thinking. Someone would leave bumbling one to bumble on one's own. Oh well, each one one's own. This one saw bumbling one stumble off towards the lark's call. Between this place and the touched one's home. Bumbling one is probably there shivering in stockings. If bumbling one found stockings anyway, which this one doubts. He warned walking one, the trees have eyes, and report the touched ones. Walking one should not rush too quickly to bumbling one's aid, lest walking one fall into nasty trap. Right, no, I need to go off and find him. Ooh. Oh boy, I hope I'm not too late. Somewhere around here. Right, wait. That looks like someone in trouble anyway. Those are tempered sylphs. Walking one scribbles letters. Maybe walking one is smart one that everyone was talking about. Smart one? Ha! Smart one would not stumble so stupidly into these one's domain. Someone help me! Delete my hive! Oh, yep. It's been seen in Sorin's mount menu since like level 20. Finally have an excuse to use it. Just stupid one. These ones have no need for eating. Or did stupid one not read that in stupid one's paper stacks? Stupid one is even stupider than this one thought. Now answer this one. Stupid one tries to sneak into these one's homes and kidnap chosen one's podling, yes? Stupid one will confess, or stupid one will be shocky sizzly one. The chosen one? Podlings? What are... Aha! Did this one know it, or did this one know it? But this one, I was just repeating what you... That looks like a problem. Hey! Silence! This one here's sneaking one. What one goes there? Me. This one knows, boss one. This one has seen little one and walking solace. A walking one is strong, not like stupid one. Bah! This one will deal with stupid one another day. Let these ones be off. Oh yeah. Cruise chasers. I think all the Mhach station mounts are count wide. Managed to snipe the cruise chaser on one of the sales they had on lot. I think it was last year. You okay there? Let me undo those bonds for you. Oh, friend, how can I ever repay you? Why, I thought I was a goner for sure. Whatever do you suppose got into those sylphs? Bestiaries describe them as such carefree, fun-loving folk. My marvel limited first-hand experience has been the same. Do tell, to whom do I owe this debt of gratitude? An adventure, dispatched by the order of the Twin Adder on behalf of little old me, you say? Ah, bless the commander, always looking out for his charge. Alright, yeah, I know some things were like single character only, which is... There's a lot of things on the Mhach station I've kind of been put off by, because only limited to a single character. Okay. Just most of the mounts I remember looking at were all account-wide. Well, I'd like nothing more than to continue this conversation. Would you mind terribly if we did so back at Little Solace? This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Sure. Suppose probably better to get him out of trouble. Let's go. And... where did he go? There he is. I think all mounts have this. Don't all mounts have the same speed in the end, though? I think the smaller mount is the faster it feels. Oh, hello, I say. It's good to see you in one piece, friend. Oh, but where are my manners? I've not even properly introduced myself. Voice, Gridania's foremost scholar of Sylphic customs and lore. At your service. Well, at least that's what I told the commander when I volunteered for this mission. Just between you and me, I'm actually rather new to the field. But I've long been fascinated by the cute little critters, and I thought this the perfect opportunity to make a name for myself. So, you lied on your resume, is what you're telling me? Which reminds me, I was just thumbing through one of the tomes I, borrowed from Stilglade Fane, when I came across a particularly fascinating passage of a legendary sylph who is said to possess such power that she controls the very fate of her people. Now, I realize this might sound crazy, but I couldn't help but wonder if this might be the self-same chosen one that frightful sylph was... Okay. Okay, that seems a... Oh. Just kind of always... everything I've used always seems to have, like, the same speed. It's based on how much you've unlocked a location. Chosen One. Yes, well does this one know the legend. Elder Frixio. Chosen One, the one who embodies the spirit of all trees that have ever lived, or ever will live in these one's forest home. Once every 1,000 years this Chosen One sprout forth, to lead these ones into a new era, before returning to slumber. Birth and rebirth, such is the cycle of these one's civilization. 1,000 years, eh? So if the last recorded sighting of the Chosen One was... Yes, that would mean that the next rebirth would occur in just give me a moment now. Yes, carry the one and... Elder One! Could it be that rebirth of Chosen One is nigh, and touched ones are plotting something? Well, I'll believe our self friend here has the right of it. But this one does not like this at all. Something must be done. Omixio? Something, yes, something indeed must be done. And yet many questions of import remain to be answered, such as, where might we find this Chosen One? And what is the true nature of the power she holds? And most importantly of all, where, pray tell, did I misplace my underclothes? I know not if this is related to the coming of the Chosen One, but 12 is terribly... terribly chilly these days. But regardless, I swear now that I shall remain at little solace until these mysteries are unravelled. It was not by dumb luck that I was chosen for the task. No, the esteemed leaders of my nation knew that... And, you know, they knew that... My... It is rather cold, isn't it? If you'll allow me a moment's respite. Of course, sir. I'll see what Almixio has to say. Almixio, you know anything more about this? This one is worried. If Chosen One falls into the hand of the Touched Ones, it could mean the end for these ones. This one must see to the safety of Little Solace. Search for Chosen One. This one would trust to Walking One. Walking One spouts big words, but he has not the strength to save these ones. This can be seen by anyone. And so if this one turns to Walking One, will Walking One help these ones? Of course, you can count on me. Thank you, Walking One. Walking One is true friend to these ones. This one will not forget Friendly One's kindness. Right. Well, let's find out what I can do to help. This might be the most ingenious trick ever! This one cannot wait to see Walking One's face when this one... Oh! Trick! This one said nothing of the sort! This one thinks Walking One's ears are the ones playing tricks. But perhaps Walking One could help this one gather some valuable ingredients, since Walking One seems to have free hands. This run requires 1 phial of Mortal Bile, 1 rotten tree and acorn, and 2 phials of Ziz Venom. The stinkier the better. Why, Walking One asks? That is, a secret. Lark's Call is full of stinky ones. Walking One will find everything this one needs there. I'm sure I will. Anything else? Whoa! Whoa is this one? A peck of pumpkins that this one picked was purloined by a pack of pernicious ones. Or rather, this one dropped the sacks when startled by those ones. The flesh of ripened devil gourds produces a most striking yellow dye for weaving. Without it, these one's cloths will be reduced to dreary rags. This one dropped gourds in Lark's Call, near Touched One's home. Walking One must hurry and collect the gourds before Touched Ones carry them all away. Right, that sounds a little less suspicious. Is that everything I can help with? This one is frightened. This one saw Touched Ones dancing strange dances and singing scary songs. Give me a moment, Naxia. I'll... might need to come back to this. This one knows not what scary ones are up to, but knows it is no good. Walking One must stop those ones. These ones will help. Mysterious One knows mysterious magics that will keep Walking One safe. Walking One should talk to Mysterious One. Right, I will. Just... I've got to go. Right. I'll have to have a look at this ghost ship. That is... This is huge. Would it... at the very least, it doesn't quite seem elegant. Right. Let's go. Plenty of unfriendly looking wildlife about. We just push through into the heart of the ship, I guess. Oh. Hopefully the ship survives for us to get down there. At least at this level, it's not looking in particularly great condition. Now where are we? A little lower level. Look, guess we'll be heading back up top though. Oh. That's still a game I really feel I should play at some point as a Okami. I've heard a lot about it, but I've never actually played it for myself. Right. I better oh, whoa. Okay. I really hope there's going to be a ship left for it to land on. Right. This seems to be the guy who's tearing the ship apart. And deal with him. Hopefully we can avoid any further damage and take a bit more time to explore the lower decks. Oh, that looks like something I should stay clear from. Nearly ready to... Where are we going? Oh, more sharks. Right. Oh! Incoming! And... strike. Location. 1, 2, 3. Oh, where's he going now? Ow. What? I'm brave. I'm brave. Oh, what I wouldn't do to be able to breathe underwater. That would make dealing with Leviathan a lot easier, I imagine. Right. Did it. Loot. Don't think it's I don't think I'm a particular fan of the Void Arc stuff. Stat-wise, it's no use. Yeah. Ooh, Legends of... I haven't actually played many Legends of Zelda games either. The first one I really got into was Breath of the Wild when we got a Switch. One of my friend's workmates had a copy of Breath of the Wild that he'd finished and didn't want anymore, so he just kind of gave it to us for free. Which was kind of my opportunity to get into a franchise. I hadn't been interested enough in it to pay for it. So getting a copy for free was kind of the gateway. No, I'll have to have a look and see if it's... see where I can get a copy and how much it might be. Because it might be something... it might be a game to give a try after I've gone through Amnesia again. Warbles on a... where did they get up here? That's... okay, I can breathe a little easier again. Here to move on. Not seen anything particularly valuable, I guess. Are those coffins? That's a little... what is this? What is that? Something I should be dealing with, I guess. Right, 1, 2, 3, fresh notification. 1, 2, 3. Last smoke set. And back. Oh, avoid that. Where was I going? $20. I should be able to afford that at some point. We do have to be careful because moving into my new place, and there's a lot of things I need to make sure we have supplied. I need to make sure this next couple of months I leave myself money for getting any more chairs or bits of furniture we might need. Or kitchen appliances as well. It's shielding itself. Something to do with that creature on the other side? Right. I'm hoping as well the new place will give me opportunities to make a bit more money because it's actually in town. I think because of me not having a driver's license yet. Oh, excuse me, friend. Are you okay there? You're looking a little... feeling better? Right, here we go. Right. More weird creatures dealt with. Yeah, I think having... living in town rather than out in the country should make getting decent work a bit easier. Which means more money, which means more video games. That's the only thing worth spending money on, isn't it? Even more. That's a wait scent. Lot of these coffins are filled with void scent. Right. Starting. Starting to think maybe this is a ship that would be better off not having been disturbed. To be fair, I don't have big plans. I have a plan that might become big. But that's something I'm kind of keeping to... I say keeping to myself. My close friends know. But it's not something I want to talk... It's one of those things I don't want to talk too much about until I know if it's something I can actually do or not. Oh, some plan I have is to actually... I haven't been able to set them up where I'm at the moment, but like a second monitor for my computer, which would make streaming a bit easier for me, because I can have OBS and like the live chat up on another screen beside me rather than down on my phone. I've also got yeah, I've got another streaming camera again. Proper lighting. So I'm really hoping to be able to put a bit more effort into things. Especially, oh, what is... Oh, I completely messed up my rotation a wee bit there. Right. And in. 1, 2, 3. Oh. And away. I'm hoping as well, and stuff going on at home, I'm a relatively private person at home, and having a space to myself, I think, will help reduce stress enough that I can, you know, find the effort to put a bit more effort into YouTube again. I want to get back to thumbnails is one random thing that I've really wanted to get back into doing more of. Because I know for... before on YouTube, when I was doing like my pre-recorded videos, I put a reasonable amount of effort into actually making my own thumbnails for things. I've just been struggling with being able to force myself to put in the effort. Right, what's going on here? Oh, I don't have... Oh. Is he trying to eat these guys? Oh, done. I'm going to need to find a bath off when we get back. Those look like problems. And Problem dealt with. Deeper into the ship and... Wait, will we... Are those all caught? Did I have void sent in all of those? That's a concerningly large coffin. Hello, ma'am. Sorry to... I didn't mean to intrude in your... Right, okay. Right. Just never big monster. I fought worse. That coffin does concern me, however. Oh. How about... Ow. What's it... coming apart again? Right, just... Let's help out with this one. And all dead. Problem solved, right? Oh, never mind. Of course, it won't be that easy. Here we go. And the last one. Get out. Bodyguards. Right, that's all dealt with. We're nearly there. Don't look. Where's she gone? Oop. Right. Splitting up again. That was... Don't look. I think we need to get these two away from each other. There we go. Back again. Is that about her queen? That's... Anyway, ship clear. I think. That is still one ominous coffin. We don't need any of this, I don't believe. Might as well try for the minion. Nope. Right. I haven't seen all that much treasure about it. And more coffins. What's that energy spreading out? Right. I'm not sure if there's much here I actually want to be taking, to be honest. I think we're maybe better off just sinking the ship. Bugger me, I expected danger, but not a hellspawn bleeding nightmare made flesh like that. Didn't stop you and your mates though, did it? That's some crew you got there, make no mistake. Things all going your side, Leoford? Stacia? Okay, I guess I missed the treasure. Right then, let's have a look inside that dirty Greek coffer type thing. Someone tells me it's filled to the brim with booty. I'm really not so sure, Leoford. The other, don't look at me, I never moved a muscle. That's... That void sense who showed up before. Hello. What the seven hells is that bastard doing? I can't say I know. Who's the ass of Nidhogg? This way! Swiftly now! A cat? Can anyone else see that talking cat over there? Bloody hell, this adventure is getting queerer by the minute. I think I have to say I agree with the cat, though. Still, I'd rather take my chances with prattling puss than stay here. Get your things, mateys. We're leaving. Right. Couldn't agree more. But what about the loot? You can't spend it when you're dead. We either follow the furball or make friends with a spell-singing voidborn. Your choice. God damn it. I wasn't on a Skype. I meant to make a living. Not like this. Right. Yeah, let's leave. Not particularly easy to steer in this. Right. I think we're clear. Right? Is it following us? That's... Those coffins on the outside as well? I really should have been able to guess from just looking at this thing that it wasn't a good idea. The ship's breaking up. Is he trying to bring her down? That doesn't seem good. Out of the way! What was that? The Void Center is attempting to initiate a dimensional displacement. The gate cannot possibly be large enough for the entire ship. Wait, they're moving the ship through that? What is... That's the coffin. Where's he? The Queen's coffin! He takes it beyond our reach! Queen's coffin? Queen of the Void Center? That doesn't sound like a particularly good thing. At least that's a temporary rift. Goes the Ark. So... that could have gone better. Well, I don't see much point hanging around here. Let's get back to solid ground. Yeah. Need to figure out what all that was. You okay, sir? Oh, me poor Art. There's a bit about the loot and no mistake. At least we made it out in one piece. As the captain's so fond of saying, you can't spend it when you're dead. You doing okay, Stacia? What kind of cat is that anyway? What was it doing on that ship? What were you doing there? Long has it been since my paws have trodden aught but those cursed decks. Would that I had made landfall under better circumstances? Leoford? Well, what happens now? Aye, it was a bit touch and go in places, I grant you, but here we all are, and all of our bits still attached. This calls for a foaming flagon of... Hold on, ain't we missing someone? Didn't I tell Utada to wait for us here? Never fear, we've been keeping the girl company. Of course the problems don't end there. But enough about her. Did you see the cannon on that ship? As you know, my dear Leoford, I am not easily moved. The sheer power on display sent me all a quiver. Well, I hope you're content to admire from afar. That vessel ain't for the likes of you and me. Oh, do not presume to measure me by your own limitations. Besides, I believe I've shown how resourceful I can be. Which brings me neatly to the point. You have in your possession a device capable of tracking the ghost ship. Hand it over, or your engineer shall suffer the consequences. In these situations, there's not much you can do without putting a friend's life in danger. Perfect. A compass pointing the way to my just reward. A weapon like that belongs in the hands of one with the will to use it. Come, lads, our business here is concluded. You okay, ma'am? I'm sorry, Captain. It caught me off guard. You got a bang on the head or something. The man I know would never give up again to scum like her without a fight. Unless, sir? What did you do to the compass? Who? Me? Not. Besides slipping a link pearl into its casing, like, as long as Radley keeps it close, and you can be damn sure she will, we'll know exactly what them thieving bastards are planning. Anyone care to wager how long it'll take her to notice me little gift? You're certainly quick thinking, sir. That's very clever and all, but how are you proposing to stop her from getting her hands onto that derelict in this great big cannon? I ain't worked out that part yet, but I expect it'll start with us keeping a close eye on the Talons. Before we get into any of that, though, I got some questions that need answering. You wish to know more of the Void Ark? The ghost ship, as you call it. The Void Ark, so that's its proper name. Aye, I'd like to hear whatever you'd care to tell us, Puss. And I, for my part, am curious to hear your stories. Ere we continue, however, I must insist that you address me by my proper name, XIV. I will not respond to Puss or Cat, and most decidedly not Furball. Right. Well, where do we go from here? What's the story? My tale begins long, long ago in the city of Mhach, which once stood in the lands of XIV. The sorcerers of Mhach were masters of destructive magics, and they brought that terrible power to bear against Amdapor and Nim in the War of the Magi. The titanic forces they unleashed, however, took a heavy toll upon the land, ultimately resulting in a colossal flood that drowned the realm of Eorzea, a catastrophe which my master, High Void Mage Césaire, was wise enough to foresee. Wait, colossal flood? You talking about the sick vulnerable calamity? I suppose you would know it as such. Now where was I? Ah yes. When they learned of the fate that awaited them, the Magi began construction of a gargantuan vessel that would bear their people to the skies, and to safety. The operation of the Void Ark, as the ship came to be called, was entrusted to Césaire. Excuse me? Prior to that, of course, my master had been a prisoner in her own home, and fined for her outspoken opposition to the war. So the Ark was meant as a sanctuary. Then how did it come to be so... I mean, what happened to all the people? Where did all the Void Scent come from? By what power do you imagine such a massive craft remains aloft? The energy required to raise the Ark was siphoned from over 1,000 otherworldly servants sealed within the vessel. Advances in Machi's sorcery were made for one reason and one reason only. Cataclysmic destructive power. And the most swiftest and most dangerous method of acquiring that power was through the enslavement of void-sent entities. So, the creatures on the derelict, they broke free from your master's control? That doesn't sound good. 1,000 angry void-sent. At the very heart of the Ark, the Void Mages had entombed a great ruler of the Void-Sent, Skafach, the Shadow Queen. But in order to control so potent a prisoner, a mage of adamant will was required, and being Mhach's preeminent sorcerer, Césaire was deemed best qualified. Were it otherwise, my master might never have been released from her own imprisonment. Yet even with Césaire's peerless skill, the Shadow Queen could not long be subjugated. One after another, the lesser Void-Sent awoke and ran rampant within the ship. In the end, Césaire and the 53 Void Mages aboard the Ark sacrificed their own life energies to return the fiends to their coffins, leaving me, a lowly familiar, to watch over the derelict prison. If I remember my Umbrelliers right, the stuff you just described happened more than 1,500 years past, which is a good while by anyone's measure. And since everything seems to have been quiet on board your boat till just recently, I'm thinking something unusual must have happened to wake the inmates up. Am I warm? One day, a void-sent that had taken the shape of a bat flew into the ship. At first, it was little more than a nuisance that I brushed away, but the longer it remained on the Ark, the stronger it seemed to become. Eventually, I could not contend with its power. and it began shattering seal after seal. And everything woke up. Ah, but you looked upon the true form of this fiend as he broke the chains holding the Queen's coffin. I can only assume that he is one of Skafach's subjects, intent on bringing about her return. Well, that explains that then, except for one small detail. Namely, where the Queen's coffin went. After it fell out of the ship's belly, I'm assuming it didn't just disappear, right? You recall the great rift that our Ark's cannon ripped in the sky. That was a void gate. Such a portal opens a temporary path through the void, allowing the ship to travel almost instantaneously from one location to another. Sorry about that. The void sent, as you saw, only opened a gate large enough to displace the coffin. As for the coffin's destination, however, that is as much a mystery to me as it is to you. I beseech you, conquerors of the Ark, help me find the Queen's coffin ere the wards binding Skafach are dispelled. I don't know about you, sir, but I can't really say no. Smells to me like an adventure. Who knows what ancient Mhach treasures we might stumble on along the way. Gods know they'll make a nice change for all the Malagan tombstones we've been collecting. Aye, we'll help you. I'm not risking me hide for the sake of the realm, you understand, but I'll be damned if I let either Radley or that bat-winged bastard take the freedom of disguise from me. You care only for how you might be inconvenienced. If the Shadow Queen were to return, it could have dire consequences for this entire star. Count your blessings, Furball. I said we'd help, didn't I? For what it's worth, can't say if I myself am quite invested in the realm. Before you go rushing off in search of that coffin, though, there's preparations to be made. You might as well get back to your usual heroical employment, Sorin. I'll let you know when it's time to round up your mates again. Right. Let me know when you need me. The time is nigh, my dear Talons. Soon we shall seize control of the ghost ship and all its power, and rule the skies from here to the ends of the world. Quest complete. Individuals. How are things doing, Stacia? Sorin, I was just about to fly out to Ishgard and track you down. You remember Kate Seif, that Mhach familiar? We've been working with him on a plan to find Diabolos in the Queen's coffin. There have been void sent sightings from pirates all over, so we know that backwing bugger is hiding someplace in the sky. We just don't know exactly where. As for going about pinpointing the location, Leoford and the feline are bickering over just exactly how. That's where you come in. If you have a spare moment or two, we could use a third opinion to break the stalemate. Besides all that, Leoford's eager to have another hand to help in the search. So come on over to the park as soon as you're able. You know the way from here, don't you? I believe I can remember the path. I think so. Not particularly many landmarks in the sky to... Right. I'm here. We ready? Thanks for coming. The Captain and the cat are still inside, still having their little discussion. Thanks, Leoford. Will you... Talk to Leoford, will you? Before I strangle the both of them. I'll do my best. Leoford, sir? Is everything going okay here? Seems not. If you're here to ask about the Queen's Coven, you'd best turn around and walk straight out again. This aggravating furballs turn my mood sour as month-old alcohol milk. Leoford, Sorin's come all this way to help us, at your request, I might add. He deserves to hear where we stand on the search, at least. The search has given me ulcers is what it is. By all reports, Diabolus is lurking somewhere in the heavens, building up his forces. The sky is a vast dome, as high as the ocean is deep. We've not got the pirates to scour every damn floating rock. That's when I tried my luck with Radlia. You remember her, don't you? Captain of the Talons, blonde hair, one eye, stole our bloody compass. Well, I've been eavesdropping with that link pearl I slipped in the casing, hoping to catch something useful. But all I've heard from her and her sorry crew is snoring and grumbling and japes about the Archbishop's holy nevers. In the end, it seems we've no choice but to do this the hard way, and a certain meowing annoyance refuses to acknowledge the truth of it. Cannot possibly hope to investigate the entire sky with this meagre handful of ne'er-do-wells. I find my suggestion to seek aid from your fellow pirate gangs a perfectly reasonable one under the circumstances. Ah, stow it, you mangly alley cat. You've not the faintest idea of how sky pirates operate. Best case scenario, we'd be locked into a deal to hand over any treasure we find, and that's assuming we weren't laughed out of the room to begin with. We cannot assume that every man and woman shares your base morality. If we but made the attempt, I'm sure we could convince some few of the nobility to our cause. And so it goes, round and round. On pirates as I do, I find myself siding with the captain of this. What about you, Sorin? Any thoughts on the matter? Well, from what I've seen of the other pirates, I do think this is something we should probably handle on our own. See there? Even Sorin agrees with me. We proceed as we have been, and try to cover as much sky as possible. However we tackle things, though, we have a long road ahead of us. I'll see if I can't think up a better way to shorten it. You might as well head back to your adventure, Sorin, unless you're willing to lend us your experience in another matter, that is. Utada, our chief engineer, has been mumbling about the Void Ark and cursing under her breath for days. Might be as you can provide some insight into her dilemma. Excuse me. She is conducting her research in the Sea of Clouds, yes? Well, I should rather discuss the properties of the Void Ark than continue this fruitless debate. I shall see you down there, Sorin. Right. Okay, then. Things not going... could be going worse, I suppose. Back to the Sea of Clouds. I wonder what other ways there are of searching the skies. The pirates I first met when the ones Leoford executed didn't seem like the... And Radlia's pirates as well. Don't... Most of my experience with them is definitely not particularly the kind of people who'd be up for helping. Even Leoford and the Red Bulls themselves Don't seem particularly keen on friendships. Oh, everything okay, Utada? Miss Utada? What troubles you, Mr. Utada? We were told that some matter regarding the Void Ark was causing you no small measure of grief. I... Mr. Utada, what are you... Right. You okay there? It's safe? Ah, I feel so much better now. Apologies, Cat Safe. You had the misfortune to enter my field of view just as I felt the intense desire to squeeze something warm and furry. It's this damn electro compass. I made another one, you see, identical in all respects to the first compass that Radlia stole. Look! It points in a completely different direction to where the Void Ark should currently be. I don't understand what I did wrong. I used the same plans, the same parts. I can imagine that would be infuriating. And you are certain there are no flaws in the design or the materials? Positive. I've tweaked and adjusted and replaced every single piece, but it refuses to function as intended. I'm on the verge of tossing the blasted thing over the edge. What do you make of this, Sorin? Does it mean something's happened to the Ark? It did lose its main power source, if I understand what Kate Sif said, right? Yes, the cause may indeed lie outside of the compass itself. We must consider this dilemma from a broader perspective. Might you explain to us the principle by which the ectocompass tracks the Void Ark? It all comes down to a fairy signature. I discovered that the Void Ark is encompassed by an energy of rather peculiar composition, so I simply tuned the compass to follow its unique trail. An energy of peculiar composition, you say? Of course! Ark was propelled by the siphoned energies of Void Scent. Could it be that the compass was tracking not the vessel itself, but the aether of the entities imprisoned within? Then, if that's the case, then what the compass is likely pointing towards is... That would certainly explain why the compass now points in a different direction than one would expect. After all, the Abelos and the Shadow Queen are no longer on board the Ark. Are you implying that if we plotted a course based on the readings from the ectocompass, we would arrive on the demon's doorstep, so to speak? Just so, Mr. Utada. Assuming my theory is correct, we no longer require outside assistance to pursue our elusive quarry. Then... we found him. Just to get there before they can wake up this queen of theirs. Oh, Stacia, what perfect timing! You won't believe the wonderful discovery we've just... That doesn't sound good. Talon airship's been spotted en route to our nest. It's revenge they're looking for. We'd best head back and make ready for them. That's not good. And now of all times. Guess I'm borrowing this one. No sign of Radlia. Leoford? Everything alright? Bruce Red Bill, we need your help to save Captain Radlia. Save Captain... have you heard anything more? You're one of Radley's favourites. You threaten my crew, steal our compass, and now come crawling to me for help. What kind of unholy mess have you cretins stumbled into? Aye, we took your damn compass, but it didn't show us the ghost ship. We ended up in some mouldy old ruins, lousy with void scent. Before we knew it, some sort of spider demon was knocking our ships out of the sky. The two of us managed to pull away, but we saw what happened to them as they got caught on the ground. If the captain survived the massacre, she's stuck there with no wings to fly out again. Why don't you give that link pearl a listen, Captain? Maybe as we can learn if Radley is alive or dead at least. Ugh, so much buzzing. Can't hear a blessed... Wait, I'm getting some words. Don't worry, Minnie. I know what work is like. They're after Mhach artifact. Damn demons are searching... hide... And then a bunch of screaming. Seems Radley is still kicking for now, but who knows for how long. Those screams were an act, and consider me fooled. I don't think the Talons are laying a trap here. So, what's the plan, sir? I've half a mind to leave Radley to her fate, but I never turn my back on an adventure, especially when to set the treasure in the air, eh? Now tell me where you found those ruins. You'll help us then. You're a good man, Red Bull. We left the captain in the Yefame Saltmoor, just northwest of Mordona. In Yefame, you say? Then you must speak of the ruined shell of Mhach itself. I should have thought it was Black Heart. They'd be after the Nullstone. The Nullstone? What's that, Puss? You think you know what those fiends are after? Right, Utada. See that these talons are patched up, then have the Remill ready to fly. And don't spare the oil. You know I love to hear her purr. Sorin, Stacia, bring the furball to my quarters and we'll have ourselves a chat about our impending trip to Old Mhach. Right. Off to... What's this Nullstone? Is it maybe a key or something to open that coffin? Regardless, we can't waste too much time, or what's left of Radley and our crew are not going to be particularly alive when we get there. Right, Furball, let's hear about this artifact that Diabolos is looking for. If I am to speak of the Nullstone, then I must first explain the method by which Mhachi's sorcerers would bind the Void Scent into service. The more powerful the Void Scent, the more difficult it is to manifest its presence in the world. Their own immense strength weighs them down like an anchor, you see, preventing them from breaking the surface of our dimension. And that is why they cooperate with mortal sorcerers. A mage can provide a suitable vessel for the summoning, or rip a large enough hole in the fabric of reality for the entity itself to step through. And let me guess, the mage forces the Void Scent to agree to a pact in return for the invitation into our world. And that is correct. It would be foolhardy to expect such devious and malevolent creatures to abide by the spirit of even the most carefully worded contract. Thus did the Mhach Magi construct an occult device that would more securely bind the Void Scent to their will. A safeguard of sorts, that to the best of my knowledge yet lies entombed within the remnants of the ancient city. The Nullstone was seen as a last resort. Should a Void Scent break its pact and turn on its summoner, the mage could use the relic to disperse the very essence of even the most potent entity, obliterating it completely. I can't see the Royals of the Void taking too kindly to a front like that. Seems those sorcerers were just as ruthless as the monsters they summoned. When it came to the glory of Mhach, the ends justified the means. In any event, we can be certain that Diablo seeks to secure the Nullstone before it falls into mortal hands, and thereby ensure that Scaffach will reign unopposed. Alright, so we know where the fiends are, what the fiends are after. But what I don't understand is why such a valuable relic was left behind when the mages knew a colossal flood was on the way. Its value is the very reason they chose not to risk its relocation. The Nullstone is kept within a structure constructed for the purpose, secured behind powerful wards and protected by deadly guardians. And with the rising of the waters, they reasoned that the artifact would be sunk along with the city, far beyond the reach of vengeful Voidsent. But now the fame is more than swamp and sea, the demons only have the wards and the guardians to deal with. And I doubt they'll be wasting their time down there in the mud if they didn't have some trick to break through the wards. Aye, this has become a race to see who can nab the treasure first, which is just the sort of contest a Sky Pirate lives for. So, we slip into the ruins, pinch the relic, and then rescue Radley right from under the fiend's noses. Well, I suppose we could save her while we're poking around for loot. Right. I'll grab the new compass from Mhach so we know where we're going. Check your weapons, pack your small cloaks, and meet me out by the landing when you're ready to fly. I'll go get ready. And put out a call to the Adventurers Guild again. We'll fly directly to your fame from here. Once we arrive, you forge ahead with your band of adventurers as you did on the Ark, Sorin. Just keep slicing into the depths until you reach the Nullstone. We don't want to getting knocked out of the sky like the Talons, so we'd best land a little ways out from the ruins and head in on foot. Burble says he knows the place well enough to guide you, so me and the Red Bulls will follow behind on rescue duty. You concentrate on smashing a path through to the artifact, we'll check the nooks and crannies for Radley and our crew. Don't let your guard down once you reach the ruins, though, eh? There's likely golems and such in there that are worse than the fiends outside. We wouldn't want our hero losing his head now, would we? Right. Off to Mhach. Wiping City. Hey, the average wait time is only 30 minutes, rather than more than 30 minutes this time. Well, I guess while I'm waiting, I go back and see if I can help those sylphs. I wonder if Alcazolka might have known anything about all this. His field of studies is more Nimian history, but Nimians were one of the participants in the War to Mhach. Working one will stop scary ones from working scary magics, yes. Working one must steal touch one's scent powders and sparkle beads. This one will make walking one see-through one. Keep walking one safe. Right. Okay. Invisible. Well, I just need to go off to... find... Sylphs performing rituals of some kind. I think this way, maybe. There's some of those. Those look like the gourds the other one was looking for. Guess time to put this invisibility to the test. They don't seem to be able to see me. Rather, they care so little about me that they're not reacting. I'm going to assume first. Where are they? That looks like one over there. Just avoid the treants. And me just going to take these. St. Patrick's sparkle beads are gone. Oh, this one is in trouble. I hope not too much trouble. Didn't make it quite in time. Let's see if I can get that enchantment redone. Actually, didn't I need an acorn for one of these guys? That's secured. That was... That's the other side of gourds. That looks like the last one. There we go. There's the other artifact. Don't quite grab it now, though. You need to grab something from Immortal. Little as I want to. Immortal Bile. Lovely. And there's the Ziz. Two vials of venom. I'm really not sure I want to know what this little solace need all this poison for, but... Alright, can you make me invisible again? Right. Off we go. Hopefully no one minds Alexander there. Go. Keep it refreshed. If I remember correctly, I saw the other ritual implements up this way towards the moorballs. Go. Quietly. Right. And there's another Emperor Sylph in trouble. This will wear off. Let's go deliver these. Naxia? Got some things for you. Well, did walking on to find what this one needs from stinky ones? Well, here's your... Stomach juices extracted from Morbol. Exudes a stench that would get the bearer arrested in at least 3 city-states. Lovely. There's your Morbol bile. Freshly picked treant acorns give off a pleasant arboreal aroma. This one doesn't. There's your acorn, and this one. Potent poison extracted from a fallen Ziz. A single whiff would suffice to set one's nostril hairs aflame. Also lovely. Axia, what are you planning to... Perfect! Yes, this will be the stinkiest trick ever! Oh, do not worry, Walking One. This one will not play it on Walking One. As long as Walking One keeps doing what this one says. I'm gonna hold you to that. There were 5 sacks of gourds, yes? Please tell this one you found them all. I did, indeed. There you go. This one's gourds! Walking One is such a strong and helpful one. Nothing like another Walking One this one knows. This one cannot believe these two are both Walking Ones. This one will weave beautiful dress for helpful ones someday. But today, this one is busy one. I think I'm okay without a dress. Snaxia. Walking Walking One returns. Did Walking One steal scent pouches and sparkle beads from touched ones? I did indeed. Are they any use to you, or should I just throw them away? No more magic for touched ones. This one wishes one could see the look on touched ones' faces. Walking One is friend to these ones once more. Well, hope that all works out for you. I'll maybe stop by again some other time. How are you holding up, voice? You ever find your small clothes, I guess? Could there be a more fascinating subject of study than sylphs? Each day is a veritable treasure trove of discovery and delight. Why, just yesterday I learned that, among their many acts of mischief, the sylphs rather enjoy stealing and concealing tomes and parchment. Just prior to that I learned... what was it again? Forgive me, I seem to have misplaced my journal. Glad to hear you're getting along well with them, voice. Following the pattern of what the Grand Companies need, there's probably someone in the Twin Adders looking for a bit of help with the exile. They're still there. The Christmas gang. I'm going to quickly. Minion. Alexander's clicking is a little annoying, I find. Mom? I wonder if there's anything I can help out with around here. Sorin, we have ourselves a situation. Our scouts at Etat Spire have sent word that the Ixal are attacking their position. They report that they have already weathered a sudden strafing run by one of the Birdman's blustered warballoons, and casualties were high. Have you ever seen those beastman dirigibles? The Ixal stalk them with explosive munitions and rain hell on their targets below. Even should they float within bow range, the balloon skins are thick and difficult to penetrate, though it can be done. Thus the spires we constructed throughout the 12th of Britannia's first line of defence against assault from the air. It is frustrating indeed, then, that recent conflicts have left them undermanned. I need you to head into Northshire immediately and lend your strength to the garrison at Etat Spire. I'm certain Captain Gutrit will appreciate the help. Of course, ma'am. Yep. Called it. Ixal causing problems. So, it's out to the North Shroud. Excuse me, Mr. Gutrit? Lieutenant Scarlet sent you say? Praise Novica. I believe the worst of the danger is past. What few soldiers I command are both wounded or weary. It was a well-placed shaft that was our salvation. Our private's arrow managed to puncture a hole clear through the balloon's air bladders, forcing the exiled vessel to flounder down into the trees. You could hear her squawking from here. I must admit, however, to feeling a moment of dread at the thought of that war balloon slipping past and drifting over the city walls. Thank the gods, and a certain private, that such a fate did not come to pass. Nevertheless, we are in no shape to repel the Ixal should they prove able to press the attack. Pray head north into Peace Garden and see what has become of their downed craft. Of course, sir. Right. Looking for a airship again. Twice in the same day, and there it is. That certainly doesn't look... looks fairly intact. The balloons seem to all be still inflated, but getting out of that river is probably going to be a pain. Especially if that wood at the bottom has become waterlogged. I guess if it's fine, it would quite probably need waterproofed in case of rain and all that. Well, hopefully a little piece of wreckage will reassure Gifford the ship's definitely down. Sir? Did you find a downed balloon? Was the vessel yet sound? Well, this was the state of it, sir. I'm not sure if this came from the Birchman's Croft or part of another entrapment entirely. There can, however, be no doubt that this is of XIV design. Warballoons such as the one you saw... oh, never mind. Sorry, sir. Just thought I had a call there. Warballoons were invented by the XIV to assert their dominance over the skies. These vessels allowed them to avoid our ground-based patrols and infiltrate the XII sort of impunity. The Beastmen used them not only for acts of war, but also to haul away the trees felled by their ever-expanding logging operations. It was to combat this unwelcome and destructive presence that we built guard towers throughout the forest. But I imagine the XIV were quite displeased to find our borders thus reinforced. Sorry, sir, I might have to leave in a moment. Just got a call from the guild. In fact, the primary purpose of this day's attack may... Sorry, sir. Need to go. Towers constructed for a reason, though. Got that much. And... more crashed airships. And plenty of nasty-looking things down there. So these are the swamps. Let's get going. This is Mhach. Oh, those are big crocodiles. Just follow a path to the city itself. Once we've dealt with the local wildlife. And there we have spiders. Ow. Never said a problem's dealt with. Onwards. That's a crash. Yeah, I see it. It looks like a Talon vessel, but that must be the spider that shot them down. Seems easy. Oh, that looks like something I should get away from. Where's she gone now? Oh, get away from that. Oh. Help everyone out. Charging! Oh, what? Okay, this seems like a problem. A spider's web doesn't seem like somewhere you ever want to be. I'm back. Yeah. Oh. Right. Looks like if we destroy those, we can break the web apart. One down. There goes never. Okay, we were right. Oh, I'll go down again. Forward again. And step back. Ow. Avoid the web. Oh. I'm gonna help up. Stone. Under. Oh, don't look at that. Fire. Arrow. This is a bad time. I'm in the middle of a raid, please. Oh. Okay, maybe the web is a little bit helpful. Right. That's spider dealt with. Which means probably we're getting further from the talons managed. Oof. Ow. Black mages. Is this Mhach magic being able to necromancy? Or is that Diabolos and the Void Scent doing that? Get off the ghosts. Aim for the pyramidal structure? Right. Pyramid. Look for a pyramid and... I guess this seems to be half open to us. Oh. That pyramid. Right. Hello. Fresh souls shouted up. This is the guy in charge of breaking through. And from the looks of it, this is also the guy who's been resurrecting those bodies. What are talons? Everyone else seems to have got out of the way. We've got all of them. Oh, if this is as far as the void have gotten, then Nullstone should still be safe. Oh. Ow. That looks bad. Oh, I am seeing some pretty annoying lag there. What is that looking like on stream? Okay, the stream still seems smooth enough. Okay, we're dealing with that one first. Got it. Oh. Don't look. Ow. Oh, I didn't make it out. So what's he been doing? Ah, okay. Here we go. Made it through. Our tank didn't, though. That's a little bit of an issue. Oh, watch out. Need to avoid that attack again. Nearly made it through. In. Nullstone is in here somewhere. Or coffins. Powering. I guess they're powering the place if it's if said before still holds true here. And that must be one golem of some kind, I guess. Can't let him get in our way. Until we're the Nullstone safe. Or not safe if... Actually, no, we don't. This isn't something we can risk destroying to stop Diabolus getting his hands on it. So for what I can gather, the only reason Diabolus wants his hands on it is... well, so it can't be used against him. Right. Right. Assuming this shield generator is online for a reason. Oh, it doesn't even get it. It didn't even get to use its ultimate. Right. Send. I guess if tradition holds true, then what we're looking for is probably at the very top. A sphere that has devoured entire cities? That's mildly concerning. This is the next Guardian? Right. Okay. Oh, avoid that. Ow. Okay. Those fragments dealt with. Now back to... It's kind of hard to tell how much effect we're actually having on an enemy like this. Ow! Ow! That hurts a little. Here again. Whoa! What? Is this? This must be where those... The kids have said it devoured cities. This must be where those cities will go. What is that? Oh. That looks like Nemean architecture. Did the Mhach use this? Was this sphere a weapon they used against Nim? Oh, ow! What was that? had a slight moment of panic there as I used Core to... I was kind of like, oh, is that going to jump me into the edge? Or off the edge, rather. Oh. Nice. Deal with those fragments again. I would appreciate this thing had a more concrete shape. I could tell if these attacks are doing anything to it. Ow! Did it? I guess this is the lift. This must be the tomb of the Nullstone. Oh, of course there's going to be a guardian. Oh. We don't need the clothes. That's our guardian, is it? Hello. Right. Hair is blades. Got it. Blood of void scent. Wait, this. That means she used to be mortal and just ate void scent? Is that what I'm? Is that what's going on? Right, in. Wait. Oh, that's targeting. Is that targeting me? Or the guy beside me? I couldn't see. Oh no, it's targeting him. Okay. Now what? Right. I feel that could have gone worse. keep... What's her... am I on... right, stay on this side. Okay. Ow! That hurts! Okay. As one attack, I've never quite really put together what you're supposed to do there. Ow! Not doing too well here. Ah. Sorry, guys. Oh. Thank you. Okay. I'm not getting to pay attention to what's going on around me. I think we've nearly got this. Ex Machina. Whew. He's gone. I think. That... Right, now just find this nullstone. Get it somewhere safe, and that green orb there, that wouldn't happen to be the nullstone, would it? Sorin never plays Triple Triad, but let's go for a card. Nope, no cards. Right. I can only assume that that's either the nullstone or she has some way of regenerating. You guys make it through okay? No one hurt? So this is the heart of the ruins, eh? You've done a fine job dismantling the defenses, Sorin. Only wish we could say we had the same success. Bradley and her talons are nowhere to be found. Yes, it is quite distressing, but we must focus on claiming the prize at hand. The nullstone is ours. So, this is the nullstone? You've left me such an inviting trail of destruction to follow. Is that... Oh. No, that's not Diabolos. That's pretty odd. I see you found a relic then. Wonderful. Lord Diabolos will be so pleased. And look here. I've brought you a gift as thanks for all your hard work. Radlia. Right. This is the lovely lass you've been oh so desperately seeking, isn't it? Unless you wish to see her rent limb from limb, and you will hand over the nullstone. That's... Sir? Is that a wise idea? You think I care about our worthless limbs? That woman's done naught but cause us grief. I just fought to crow over her grave. I suppose that's the way it would go down, isn't it? Don't give me that look, Radlia. What? You thought I was here to save your sorry hide? You've never been aught but an obstacle to me. Do you remember the first time we met? You were roaring with laughter at the sight of all them elegant relics, till I used your pretty blonde head as a stepping stone. Damn you, you selfish bastard! Damn me for expecting you to act any different! I had me weapons that blow a bloody hole in your belly! Have you forgotten how everyone shot you are? Not much of a threat when I've seen you miss the side of a cathedral at 10 yards. Silence, you grinning fool! You've ruined my moment! And now, I'll ruin your smirking face! This looks like a... Now, puss! Wait, how did... What? Oh, it burns! This world is not your stage, unholy harlequin. Be gone from our realm. Dealt with? That was... easy? A clever farce, mortals. But the show is not over. Not until you scream! Ah, now I've got Scream in my head. The bugger got away. I think we'd be best to do the same. I agree. We've got what we came for. Leoford? Now that was some excitement, wasn't it, Sorin? Probably a little too much for Radlia, and we gave her a bed to sleep off the worst of her ordeal. She'll likely be back to her usual cheerful self in no time. Quite a successful jaunt, all told. You and me, we make a pretty good partnership. Seems so, sir. XIV, you okay with the situation of things? I've got word for you, Furball. You said that relic would obliterate a voice completely. Seems to me that foppish fiend just got scorched before he slipped away. Oh, that was scarcely a fraction of the Nullstone's true power. Once I have learned to unleash its full potential, such demons shall be consumed like gnats caught in a bonfire. So you're telling me our secret weapon ain't ready for battle? You might as well be wielding a blunted sword. Might I remind you that this blunted sword stung our foe sufficiently to free the lady pirate, a result we could not have achieved with your blustering words alone. But I was ready to flee without Radley if things took a turn for the worse. But you're right, you had the presence of mind to take advantage of my bluff, and it was your actions that saved her in the end. Well, I think that's the closest to a compliment you're going to get from him. But that will be it for tonight. Went on a wee bit longer than normal. I'm currently taking a few days holiday, so I have no real worries about running a little late. So, on Friday we will be finishing up the Void Arc, or the Shadow of Mhach, I guess, now that I know its actual name. And... oh, from there... War in Triad, that's next. Yeah, War in Triad, and then I do believe it is back to the MSQ and pressing on to Stormblood. I believe there's 2 more patches worth of content to go through before Stormblood. Possibly even only 1. I think 2. Ooh. And then, hopefully, as long as Epic doesn't have any more problems, finishing off Celeste on Saturday. After which Saturdays we'll be moving on to a retry of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed. It's been... Oh, while I remember, we'll remove those comments from the live chat. And, oh, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hope you've enjoyed. And, with any luck, I'll see you in the next stream. But until then, have a great evening, afternoon, or morning, wherever you are. And